What was the best orgasm you've ever had? I dated this one girl, who had a condition, where her hands would sweat all the time for no reason. Her hand jobs felt better than any vagina I've ever been in, and she'd swallow to finish, so it was great. What the duck? I kinda got a little strange fetish for hands, and now I know I must break up with my girlfriend, and find this girl you speak of. The quest for the Holy Grail. 16-17 years old, had the most enthusiastic blowjob on a staircase. I nearly fell over from the suction follow-through when it hit. I leaned over her, and accidentally triggered an alarm to prevent roof access to the building. My heartbeat raced, my entire body pulsating, and she swallowed it all whole. Still haven't topped that stimulation. I've had definitely better sex and blowjobs than that particular partner, but there was something about the scenario and alarm that can't be matched in the privacy of a bedroom. First time ever busted a nut. I was damn near hallucinating, seeing dancing brooms from that Magic Mickey cartoon. Yep, first time was a religious experience. I was unprepared, and dumped about a quart of cum into my quivering hands. Every time my girlfriend finishes me off by giving me head, it's like that hyper-sensational feeling from tickling, but it's pure pleasure and excitement. I'm immovable afterwards. I still remember the whole wave of TFW you bust a nut but she keeps sucking memes because they were very relatable. My wife was going on a trip, and convinced me not to jack off the entire time she was gone. She was 10 days, we ducked the day she got back, and I was able to go back to back. The second orgasm was the best. I thought back to back was some sort of position, and was trying to visualize how that worked. LMAO. I once edged all day, and erupted with the power of 1,000 suns. This was during a storm, and at the moment I came, I heard thunder crash around me. I had angered the gods. You pissed off Zeus, man. Stealing his thunder, I, because every good Greek myth starts with so Zeus was dorny as duck. Press the like button. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for future notification. Slept with this girl I know. Her vag was different. Managed to get off twice in 20 minutes. Second time my brain was blanked. All I could focus on was the absolute bliss of coming again. My brain was just a sea of white. Eyes were open but unseeing. No idea what she did. Asked her, but she just said good muscles inside. Never had another orgasm like that again. Doesn't stop me chasing it though. A shame, we both moved on with our individual lives, and it's very unlikely we'll ever see each other again. When my wife was pregnant, she was really sick for the first 3 to 4 months. When she started to feel better, she was very flirty and touchy, but I hadn't really been expecting sex, considering she had always been sick up to this point. Got home from work one day, kissed her, talked for a minute, and went to hop in the shower. She comes in and joins me, which wasn't abnormal. We showered together often. But when we got out, and dried off, she started going down on me. And we took it to the floor with her on top. To cut a long story short, we rolled around and boned on the bathroom floor. We hadn't had sex in months, and with her riding me, no condom, I exploded in her not once but twice, one after the other. I've never been able to have 2 orgasms in a row like that before, and haven't since. It was insane. Press the like button. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for future notification. My first ever orgasm from oral sex. The relationship was still new, and my nerves were getting in the way of achieving a full erection. Even when I got hard, I never reached orgasm even after hours, and it was very frustrating for both of us. I learned to relax after some advice one day, and that night I finally reached orgasm. It still took some time for me to get fully erect, and reaching it took an hour, but when I finally did, and I remember this very clearly even though it was years ago, I felt high, the good kind, like I was floating for a good 5 minutes. Edit, forgot to mention that it was smooth sailing after that even 9 years later. Prostate orgasm by doing kegels. I was decently drunk at the time, and I started getting the spins just from how intense it was. I'd say it was a 10, while regular orgasm is about a 3. Same here. Got a prostate massage, all of a sudden I started feeling hot, and I'm losing control of my abdominal muscles, and I felt like I was free falling. I could hear myself moan. I went 45 days without a nut. When I finally broke down, and rubbed one out, it lasted forever, and came out thick as shit, like toothpaste. 9 out of 10 dentists recommend. I had one, that lasted for about 2 minutes straight. I was thrashing around, moaning like I was possessed. A few weeks ago, my BF was fingering me while I manned the vibrator. I came twice, and both times were like, at least 1 to 2 minutes. It was a huge deal, since it's very difficult for me to orgasm, so to do it twice and that hard. I cannot wait until he gets home. Couple years ago, former FWB really liked sucking my dock, and edging me for a while, cause I always came more and came harder. So this one day I go over there, and she's bought herself a Hitachi magic wand, and it came with attachments. One of these attachments is a prostate piece. She knows I'm cool with butt stuff, she would even eat my ass from time to time, so I'm game. So she sucks my dock, very slowly, not even letting me really build up, but taking her time. After what seemed like an eternity, she slipped that prostate piece up my ass, and turned the Hitachi on low. Holy fuck. She proceeds to edge me for an hour, bringing me almost to orgasm, but stopping before the point of no return. And by stopping, I just mean she stopped sucking my dock, she'd move to my balls or thighs, until I'd calmed down, then resume. By the time I came so much she had to swallow twice. I came so hard, my legs were complete quivering jello for almost half an hour. I literally couldn't get out of bed, my legs were so shaky. Needless to say, she was super proud of herself for days. Experimented with a Hitachi, and a makeshift harness, something I saw in a saucy video. Hit so hard I couldn't move to turn the damn thing off, so I was stuck on max until it was over, which took a good minute. 10/10 have not been able to recreate since. I had to scroll so far to find a post from a woman, and of course it's a vibrator story LMAO. I don't have many experiences, actually just masturbation, but recently I discovered that when I'm denied an orgasm, and am just in that state of oversensitivity, when I'm just trembling and wanting the release so bad, but still waiting for it, almost crying, just building it up for so long and not just rushing it, then the orgasm is so much better for me, so more intense. I love it. I think when someone else is gonna do it to me I'm gonna lose my mind. Edging. It's great stuff. Trying to get my wife pregnant. Filling her up with cum to actually impregnate her was such a turn on, and she loved it too. I've been getting so much cum lately, Just load after load, so many cream pies. Socially unacceptable. My husband and I have been trying to get pregnant lately. Perfectly fine to say in public. She was just about the sexiest woman I'll ever have sex with. Like I could draw a more perfect woman in my eyes. Was doing it in the prone position, and she started working her kegels, and that was the end of my life for about 30 seconds. Was weak in the knees for like 10 minutes afterwards. I assume you meant couldn't draw a more perfect woman in my mind? Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe.